Alright, I'm gonna pause the music real quick to see how the mic volume sounds. I don't want to boost it too much. I'm really supposed to be closer to it though. I also can't tell if the TV on behind me is. Test, test, test. This will probably be about where I'm standing. I'm probably gonna have to move it. How's this sound? How about now? There, I boosted a little bit. What's 100 sound like? 100 sounds good without the echo, I think. 100 sounds good without the echo, I think. Oops. All right, let me get the sound off so there's no echo. What does... Actually, I do want to test something else.
Soul Zim. Said. Test. Said.
Yeah, that seems okay. All right. Got a ball game on behind me. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. I'm blocking the TV and shouldn't really be able to hear it, but so anyways. I bought this at Goodwill. I think it was $3.29. And I've seen on Reddit people will get old pictures and then paint things into them, you know. And I'd had this idea for the AT ST Raider from The Mandalorian, Season 1, Episode 4, Sanctuary, where... What's her name? I forget her name. The woman that got canceled, the actress, her character, or defending a little village, and they have this AT-ST Raider is what the name of the vehicle is. I think the AT-ST was stolen and repurposed. I don't think it was the Empire that was fighting them. I could be wrong on that, but... So anyways, kind of what I was thinking, there's kind of an iconic scene in the episode where it's, you know, they're in the forest, Djarin. Let me go look up that woman's name. That drove me nuts. Cara Dune. So there's scene where Cara Dune and Mandalorian stumble upon the AT-ST, and they run back to the village, and then there's a scene where it's the water, it's the village on one side with their torches, and then on the other side is AT-ST. Ultimately, that's the kind of painting that I want to try and alter to. If I could find kind of a swampy painting, but you're kind of limited by what you can find. And Goodwill, I don't know how often they get the rotated stock of paintings, but I'll try it. So anyways, I can't really do that with this one, but I do want to practice. So what I was kind of thinking was somewhere here, do a silhouette of Din Djarin kind of facing this way, and it's going to be a generic kind of silhouette, really not going to do a whole lot of detail on it because I want to keep, there's not a lot of detail in this photo. There's some lighting that you see coming from this side on the trees here, but like this tree in the front, this tree here, these are all like silhouette. There's not detail in it. It's also kind of fuzzy because it's just a shitty replicated photo. So that's going to be pretty hard to blend in. And to be honest with you, this has a 98% chance of looking like a 3-year-old made it. So anyways, yeah, the plan is kind of the idea, and then I'll see what happens. Usually when I have an idea and start going with it, some other stuff comes out and it ends up, the whole piece transforms into something you didn't really expect. So these trees right here, can you see where I'm pointing? Yeah, so these trees right here, I'm kind of thinking I could, well, they're a little more narrow than the AT-ST is. But I was thinking about just turning these trees into the legs of the AT-ST. There's really not going to be a whole lot of detail on the AT-ST. I know this Raider variant has a bunch of tribal painting on it. Because of the color scheme of the photo, I don't think I'm really going to be able to do that. But what I do want to do is make sure that those red eyes are iconic to, this machine or whatever, tank. But, so anyways, I am going to use paint. Simply just because I have paint here. I've done some alternate art stuff. I don't even know if this paint is any good, to be honest. It's acrylic. Does acrylic paint go bad? But, yeah, it looks fine. But, I really don't have a whole lot of experience painting things. What I do have experience on is doing some alternate arts for Magic the Gathering. So there's a mountain. I did swamp. The swamp's not that great. The mountain's my one I have the most pride in. So I think that's kind of cool. I just want to make sure I'm not even in view. I'm sorry. How about that? There we go. There's a swamp.
Welcome to my channel.
What's up, Mac? Said what? Painting. Oh, yeah. So anyways, these are the kind of the altered art that I did. So that text-to-speech might not be staying around too long. So, yeah, Mac, thanks. It was just something I did on a whim. I'm going to turn that off. Free text-to-speech doesn't work out too well. I thought it'd be nice, but that ended quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna paint kind of a little bit of a scene from Mandalorian, not quite season 1, episode 4, with the AT-ST Raider, and then a silhouette of Djarin, I think right here. So you know what? I might do Djarin first. Because that way, it'll kind of, I know kind of where Djarin I want to go, the AT-ST. I was thinking here. I gotta find some inspiration for the silhouette though. It's like, I want one where he's walking away. Yeah, something like this, but there's too much detail in this. It might be this. That might be kind of what I go for. So, I was saying earlier that there's a 98% chance of this just looking like a 3-year-old did it. So, you know, it's whatever. So I'm thinking his feet here. Probably his head about here, otherwise it's gonna get kind of blocked out. So I do want to paint it, but I'm just gonna hit it with pencil, and then, because that way I can erase on this material. And I can focus it in a little more too. Let me do that. And last time I painted it, legit looked so bad. The vision in my brain was great. What came out was terrible. Yeah, the alternate arts, some of them came out, some of them didn't. That swamp's not great. The mountain I'm really proud of. All I really wanted to do, I think, on this mountain, this is a Zendikar card. So I just wanted to overlap these rocks with over some of the borders and some of the, oh geez, that looks like shit. Well, there's not much detail there, is there? But yeah, there's the Zendikar rocks. I wanted them to go over the border, and then eventually I just decided to do a full art. You know what? I think we'll just leave that kind of there. So, I don't know. Creativity is one of those things that I wouldn't say I'm a creative person, but sometimes when the sometimes when it hits, you just got to run with it. See what happens. How you doing today, Mac? Is work better? Better than it was yesterday? Yeah, you were up late. I thought the pencil was going to get lost. Jesus, you can't see anything, can you? I'm using a C19. Let me see if I can focus that a little better. C920 webcam. It just doesn't do well for... Well, that's certainly not better. So this is just something I found at Goodwill for $3. So it was originally It was originally something from Kohl's for $70. This was originally $70 from Kohl's, and Goodwill was selling it for $3. Should take the night off, getting close to monetize, need the hours. Yeah, man. Yep, almost there. Boy, Cleveland is crushing Cincinnati. We already lost the series, though. I wish you could see that pencil. Boy, this lead is even just pulling up the print. I might just go straight to painting. I'm just using oh, there's sawdust on here. Just using some scrap pieces of wood for my palette because I had a plastic palette somewhere. Maybe I didn't. I thought I did. I think I used paper plates before, actually. My day's good. Mowed the lawn. Went to Goodwill. How's the sound? Is anything blowing your eardrums out? What am I mic boom attached to? It's just I don't know, same thing I had used my desk microphone. It's just probably like a $15 thing on Amazon. It's a mic stand. It's, what do you call that? Like a spring arm, maybe? So I had two because my buddy and I tried to make a podcast a few years ago, so I needed two of everything, two microphones. Yeah, it's clamped onto the... I'm on my kitchen island right now. This is going to be kind of hard to... I'm already messing up the scale. So the rifle comes down to like there. Well, on that side. This is where it's going to make it look like I'm a 3-year-old. It's already happening. It's always in the arms. I need some more light. Hold on. Wish I had an erase feature. So I really fucked up on the shoulder here already. I gotta think about how to fix that. It's way too broad. You know what? On magic cards, you could just like scrape off the razor. Let's see if I can manage this. So this is just, this is just a print. This isn't Nobody actually painted this. I mean, somebody, I think it might have been a photo. But, so I want to say you can just scrape away as like an eraser. On Magic cards, no. On Magic cards you could. It is pulling at the base a little bit. Yeah, it's doing it a lot. Okay. Wait, your thumb. Just fingernail. Oh, that works. Look, erase button granted. Once it's dry. Kinda. We'll let paint a little bit. We'll do something with that later to blend it in. Okay, so what I'm looking at to try and keep proportions, I'm looking at, what's level, what's a straight line. So like when does the pauldron break down to the arm compared to where that rifle is on the right side. How's WoW treating me? I haven't done too much on it, to be honest. I finished leveling in sod, so I get my boost for Miss Pandaria. So I'm going to tag along, and I think I just have to kill the first boss in the last raid they did. So they're going to have those lovely folks carry me. Something with his arm just, I don't think you can see it really. Yeah, it's a little down in there, but I can't believe how well that works, to be honest. That's hilarious. You just can't press too hard. I was giving him too long arms, I think. Hey, what's up, Randy? You're driving. I've always kind of wondered how you manage that. You manage driving and still chatting. Although last time I think Sorry was driving you. I think we're going to redo this side too. This is what I wanted to do. Pencil first. Maybe I'll go back to that. Maybe I'll go back to the pencil. And then I'm going to get a ruler. Let's use a ruler so I have a straight line to reference. Open highway, paying attention. Cool painting, your creativity is bountiful. Yeah, man, once I get, I don't know, unemployment, I will say, has been great for my creative outlets. And I've always found, I don't know if you've seen them in my other streams, but every piece of artwork that's hanging in my office is my own. I don't, for my own stuff, I don't hang anybody else's artwork, just my own. Now, if you look around my house, yeah, the wife has some stuff that she's acquired, but yeah, whenever I find something creative idea, I just let it run, and sometimes it fails, and it turns out bad, and it's like, whatever. I had an experience, but sometimes it turns out pretty good, and I'm hoping this is one of them, because I've seen people do this on Reddit, where they just buy an old painting, and then they paint something into it, and I'm pretty sure it was Star Wars when I saw it. I'm going to come back to the arm. I'm just going to move down the side. The arm's throwing me off, so I'm going to go down the side of the body. So next, we've got the arm here. We come down. We get a little bit of a little bump right there, but then we gotta go back to the other side too. So straight over, we're gonna come over, start sweeping to the right. Get that. Wish you guys could see the pencil better, but I gotta do it this way, unfortunately. Although if you're driving, you're probably not really actually watching. So then we're gonna. So there, right where we're starting to get to the neck of his rifle, is gonna be, where the tip of his cape comes out. We're gonna run him off. We're not gonna be able to get his boots on here. Almost done with the outline of this, and then I'll be able to paint it. Where does, let's see, between his legs starts pretty much dead center of his helm. And then goes up to the tip of the cape, about right here. I'm just going to call that his boot. Anything I'm particularly proud of? Yeah, I've got two pieces. There's one that's a photo of a sun, and then I transferred it onto a 2x4, 2x4 foot piece of wood. You might have seen that in my other streams. It was hanging up where my Lego helmets are. And they've actually swapped places now. It's on. And then I have a space shuttle that's like a wireframe. Let me grab that. I know you're driving, so you're not really going to be able to see it. But I made this like wireframe out of the nails are just regular nails. The wire is aluminum wire for the space shuttle. I made this about a decade ago. And then you won't know what this is, but Mac will. This is just a helmet of a well-known character from World of Warcraft. It's the helmet of Ner'zhul. So that's I just cut that out of aluminum. You might have seen that in the streams too. All right, so the body is drawn out. I still have the hand and the rifle. Does it swoosh? Oh shit, I forgot. I got this camera still up. we can definitely swoosh it. I don't think the Lich King swooshes too much. And I'll change this back. I forgot I did that. The 3, 2, 1, yeah. 3, 2, 1, lift off. All right. Let's do the... So... I didn't quite get the angle of the rifle right. So if you were to draw a straight line for where the rifle is, it's going to come out at the arm rather than down here by the hip. So I think I'm just going to have to draw the arm and then draw the rifle, because the rifle will extend down, the arm shouldn't. So it won't be an exact copy of this. Driving back home, got an early flight today since there are others to turn over. Okay, so the fingers need to come down just past the crotch. He's got a long arm, man. I'm going to shorten up his arm a little bit. It's hard to see the pencil down here for me. Connect the arm. It's kind of a gooey monster arm right now. Add some greebling onto it. Now, the rifle. The rifle should be easy enough. It's just a fork. So we'll do the tip of the rifle about right here. All right. Whoa. I should get some painter's tape. I'm gonna do that for the very bottom because I don't know if you can see their lip right there. I don't want to paint that. The frame. Got a little bit of masking now. One thing I just thought of, I'm assuming he's facing us, so that's his right hand, I would assume. So I'm going to be drawing this as if he's facing away, so I bet I bet that part's not going to be canon, because he would have his, I don't know which way he slings his rifle. I'm going to guess the butt of the rifle would be on his left side, his left shoulder, not his right shoulder. But that's okay. What medium? So this is a painting, or it's not really a painting. It's just a piece of artwork I bought at Goodwill. So it was $3. I liked that it's really a forest. It's a photo of a forest that's just printed on ply of some kind. But at first it looked a little swampy to me. And now as I'm looking at it, it's not swampy. It's just has filters applied to it that make it look dingy. I have a feeling this paint's not mixed up real well. It's been years. This paint is probably... I guess I did those Chemisters Insights 4 years ago. I just have it's really not covering too well. I just fucked up this moment. Try and scrape that away a little bit after it dries. I knew that was gonna happen. Why is it so out of focus? Hold up. Let's see what I can do there. I think it's just because it's so zoomed in. Yeah. Dingy Djarin. Let's get a bigger brush if I'm gonna fill. Oh, I never did the rifle tip. Hand looks a little, I don't know, just blobbish. Scrape away his thumb. I think it looks a little big. He looks like he's got Doom Guy gloves on, just big and bulky, like Fable. Remember that game from, when was that? 2000s. He's known for art style having big gloves. I do want to put Grogu in this too somewhere, even though it's not canon to the scene I'm kind of focusing on, but that's okay. I don't. Was he with them? I don't think he was. When the AT ST Raider finds Cara Dune and Mando. Guy just got hit in the helmet. Alright, I can't fill on that anymore. What can I tighten up? Let's see if I can scrape away some of the helmet. So when you have this printed material, once the paint is dry, you can use your fingernail and scrape off paint like a erase brush almost. It's not ideal because it's never as clean as if it wasn't painted, but it really helps you get clean lines. So I guess what's the better camera, I guess? This one probably. So like I can't paint that straight of a line. So then afterwards, basically you overpaint it and then you go back through and you scrape away whatever it is that you don't want. Yeah, thanks, Mac. So far, I'm past the 3-year-old step for Djarin at least. The ATST is going to go right here. It's going to be off in the distance. I want it to be about where these two trees are. I'm going to replace those with its legs. But we're past the three-year-old mark, I think. I think the ATST will be easier to draw. A lot more straight lines. I wonder if this will work. No. Still a little wet. I'm gonna try a knife again. If I go real light, it works. It's still scraping at the print though. Start drawing out the AT ST. Oddly enough, about the height of that pencil is what I think it's going to be. I'm thinking here, and then we're probably going to terminate this branch here, and its head will be about here, with its eyes coming down. We'll do some depth by making the leg go behind this tree. Well, this one might be more difficult than I thought. Let's start with the head. Where do we want the head to be? Right here. Now the head should take up about 1/3 of the height. So if we want to draw it on a space that is, call it 6 inches. I don't know if that's going to show up. You get the point. About 6 inches. The head, it's missing some feet, so we'll say this whole thing's 4 inches, but the head itself is an inch. Okay, so 25%. So we want this cockpit, it's not really a head, is it, to take up about 1.5 inches on the ruler, on the scale. Is the game over? No, it's not yet. Holy cow. Alright, so we'll do the head like here. We'll go down 1.5 inches. Okay, so I want this branch and this branch. These are going to go in front of it. This branch, it's going to be in front of that branch. The eyes. Over here. The top of the head stream. When I bend over like this, all you're seeing is the top of my head. Just a second, I'm getting a phone call. All right. Sorry about that. I have to answer every single phone call I get. And it's funny. I've had this phone number for, God, 20 years. And every once in a while, I'll get a phone call looking for a comedy club. And I looked it up. My phone number is one digit off from the phone number of this comedy club. So every once in a while I get a phone call and it's like, hi, is this so-and-so from this comedy club? I go, no. And they're like, oh, okay. So somewhere I don't think people are typing in the phone wrong. I think it's listed wrong somewhere. Maybe it is, I don't know. I need to just dox whoever that person was that called me. Was my phone there? No. Okay. I was worried it showed the phone number on my phone, but it didn't even show a phone number. It just said no caller ID. What was I doing? AT ST. Okay. So again, this is going to be a silhouette. There's a lot of detail on this that's totally going to get missed, but Boy, it's going to be hard to get in between all of this. So the head is about 1.25. All right, let's scale this. 1.75, right? 1.75, not 1.25. So the gap between, I'm going to call those the knees, the top knees, the shoulders, is 1.5 inches. Let's go to right there. A lot of this right leg is going to get totally blocked out by this tree, which is okay. It's going to be hard to paint around for sure. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Maybe some fine painting. Oh, the feet. I need to look up ATST feet. Because they kind of splay out. Like they have toes. Boy, I thought their feet were a lot more like AT-ATs. They're not. Luckily, there are more comedy clubs in town. Why did I think AT-ATs and AT-STs had the same feet? So these have like domes to them. Jesus, I almost poked myself in the eye. I mean, there's a drawing, but can I zoom in, please? They really are domed. And then they have a toe. And the back kind of slopes down like a hoof. These really are hoof-like. And then we have toe that comes out. And that'll just be... And I don't think we need to worry about the other foot at all. All right, Randy, enjoy being home, bud. I'm not done with Djarin. Yeah, by the way, I'm just letting it dry. This paper you gotta have this print. Printed on paper, you gotta have multiple layers to get solid coverage. It's almost like you need a primer. I bet I could have sprayed a primer of some sort. Ooh, they're much thinner than I had that drawn out. And I kind of go back. I think I see why I did that. Now as a AT-AT, there's AT ST Raider built differently, like the legs? No. So it's real skinny. Let me just do this all over again. Yeah, I just never terminated that calf section. There we go, I think that's a lot better. Let me get a wet paper towel, see if I can pull that out. I forgot that I wanted to keep this tree. Okay, that cleaned up pretty well. I want to keep this tree obscuring the view of the AT-ST. definitely see the outline. Yeah, I wish that I had a better camera or something. There's one guy that I watch that uses this camera, does it up close, and it looks pretty good. But I've just never been able to get this damn Logitech to be real focused. All right. It just looks fuzzy. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like my phone should be more sharp than it is on screen. I know the pencil you're definitely not going to be able to see because, like, I can barely see it, but. It's a Logitech C920, I believe. Ended up doing a little more of that right foot than I was planning on. Oh, shit. Get base down. There is some paneling like up here too that I don't know how to quite put it on there without it just looking blobby. But the top of that definitely needs a little more definition. Maybe up and then straight across. Let's see if I can clean up this hand down here now. Or another card. I think that's maybe what suggested another magic card. I remember there was some sort of really basic tool to scrape away. Of course, it might work on magic cards, but not other cards. It's doing okay. It's doing all right. We're using an Underworld Coinsmith from Journey to Nyx as my sacrificial card today. It is an uncommon. 2/2 for a white and a black. Has Constellation. When Underworld Coinsmith or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. You can play a white and black for an activated ability. Pay 1 life. Each opponent loses 1 life. Yeah, this one's not worth anything. Unless you were running some sort of deck, I don't know, 2 mana to lose a life, to just everybody lose a life. If you ran enchantments, I guess you'd be gaining them back, but that just seems low value to me. Journey to Nyx was in the Theros block, and I want to say 2014 or 2015. Orzhov and Esper. Yeah, Orzhov is one of my favorites for sure. Good control. Good flavorful control. Yeah, the card's working really good. Let's clean up some of these places. Let's pull up Djarin again. I missed this detail, this greebling in his glove. And the outside of his glove is really, of course you can't see it at all, but it's a little too big. It's got kind of a crab claw thing going on that I don't really care for on my painting. There, that cleaned up. That looks more like a glove now. Esper. Esper is... I forget that one. I know you told me last night, but I forgot. Esper colors. White, blue, black. White, blue, black. Yeah. Demir with white. Orzhov's white, blue. Or, white, black. I know that one for sure. Esper is white, blue, black. Yeah. Are you? What's? You might be. Are you thinking of red, white, and blue? No, I think you said no red. If you go. Are you splashing green, maybe? Azorius is white, blue, yeah. Yeah, Azorius is another favorite of mine. Alright, I think I'm pretty happy, and we just need to fill in. I could clean up his ears a little bit. Yeah, a lot of people like red, white, and blue for people that do control. Mostly just because red has a lot of cheap removal, like flat damage. That's like all they go for. I gotta think of where to put Grogu. So unfortunately, now where Mandalorian is, there's nowhere he'd be too small to be on the ground. You wouldn't see him. The tip of his rifle is giving me a little more of a challenge. There's no way I'm going to be able to paint that thin. So it's just going to have to be a dopey trident. Finally get some good fill in. Dogs are sleeping on the couch right behind me. I'm really surprised they haven't jumped up on the backside of the couch. Usually they do when I'm over here because they think there's food. Time is it? 4 o'clock. I was gonna say, they just sleep all day. I didn't mean to get that all over. I'll give them a treat. I bet they pop up. Come on, up here. Up here. I don't have the live. Patrick, come here. Come on. Hey, over here. Come on, Goki. Come on. Come on. Alright, there we go. Come here, Patrick. Come here. Hopefully I don't get black paint all over you. Now she'll be up there the whole time. I guarantee it. She won't leave. So, something funny I wanted to tell you, Mac. I got a message today. I got an email from Bricklink, and it was a seller requesting feedback. And every time I get my stuff, I always give good feedback, you know. And, God damn it. And, but I decided not to provide feedback for the person that took a week to ship my stuff, although it was like 600 pieces. No, it wasn't 600. What? So anyways, I just decided I wasn't upset enough. And also it was the guy that didn't have all the pieces, so he had to make another order. So I decided I wasn't going to leave feedback on him. But he requested feedback today. I'm still not going to give it, but... I feel like it wasn't bad enough to earn bad feedback, but it was an experience I wasn't really thrilled with. And I did read in his reviews that other people had similar experiences. All right, I got a hair. I think Mando might be just about done. I'm not sure if I wanted to do like any low lights, like mix. I might try it on something else. I like to add some gradual lines in, but then it takes away the whole like silhouette thing. So I don't think I'm going to. Just some things, every time I touch, it just makes them worse. I mean, it's really not a big deal. I think it was 2 full weeks to get my cards after I placed the order, you know? It's just kind of annoying. I didn't even end up building it right away, so. Wasn't in that big of a hurry. Need to put it in order and have it because it's a nightmare getting pieces here. That sucks. Getting stuff from Bricklink in general just takes longer. Just, you know, these shops don't have their order systems that are quite up to par, like, you know, some of the other giants that we use, like Amazon or Target was pretty good when I used them. Walmart. A lot of people around here to protest against Amazon are flocking to Walmart's online marketplace, which is just a bizarre. I never would have thought that Walmart would be like the champion store, you know? It's like around here for years, you know, people would turn their nose up to going to Walmart. They wouldn't go to Walmart. Only lesser people would go to Walmart. And now those people are giving them their business. Exclusively, it seems like. I'm sorry that as much as I probably disagree with Jeff Bezos's political choosings or whatever, I don't even think they're beliefs. I don't think you can say that. The service Amazon provides is just too damn good, man. It is too convenient. I think I butchered this foot. some of those trees, paint over them like they're not there. I gotta decide how I want to do the eyes now. That was the one thing I wanted was red eyes. Now, it is known for being a very bright, bright red. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the clip. No, I'm not gonna. See how red it is. It was very bright. I remember that. Mandalorian AT ST. Is it the Raider? Is that what I called this? I think that's the real name for it. Which, by the way, the Lego set for the AT ST Raider, as much as I want to like it, it kind of looks like garbage. I don't know, like, is it just impossible to...
Hello everybody, my name is Ryan or M&R Productions and welcome.
It just looks... I don't know. The legs look fine. It's the body. The body they messed up on. The legs look great. Maybe a little more vibrant than they should be. Well, I know I saw a clip of this. Scene Sanctuary. Add the name of the... Here it is.
I don't really like committing to things. I'm a
Watch
speed.
an ad.
When Verizon announced that I could lock in a low price for 3 years, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I need to look on Bricklink. Or Rebrickable, I mean. Although, no, I don't. I shouldn't be spending any more money. Oh, I missed it. Well, not that you're going to be able to see this, but... you can kind of see it. That's what I want to emulate. So it needs to be bright, but still dim. So I've got a Tucson red. Flag red for just a little... I need a little bit of that, and then mix it with black. So let's see. Take a dash of that, dash of that. Let's just mix those two together. It's too much like burgundy. Ooh, you know what I think I might do? I might go for a dark red and then do like bright red lines, maybe dull it down just a little bit. We're getting a little closer. We'll try this bright red. Almost looks pink in contrast to these. There's a AT ST UCS set, isn't there? All right, we'll go with that color. I think is. Have you built that one yet? I'm just curious how the stability of it is. In the eye shape. Haven't built it yet. All right, I'm kind of nervous about this. Worst case scenario, I can always just paint over it. Get out of the way, Coin Smith. I got too much paint. But did I close out of it? Fuck. Not too far down the line. Good. I still need that photo. I don't know why I didn't leave it up. And Chelsea's home, which is not ideal. She wasn't supposed to be home till like 6. That's why I set up in the kitchen. This color turned out pretty nice. My brush isn't as sharp as I would like though. Second. All right, I'm gonna finish this up. They need to be closer. The top of the eyes need to be closer to. The top of the cabin. Okay, gotta bail for a bit, spend some time with Charlotte and Laura. Yep, I understand that. Catch you later. Yep, I'll see you on your stream tonight, buddy. Take care. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate that. I think it turned out all right. So now what I'm thinking is bright red. I know right here. But then maybe just the top. Because the red is coming from inside the cabin. Like, it's actually the light. It's a light inside the cabin. It's not just these eyes that are glowing. Maybe I just replicate exactly what's here. Like a line. As I tighten up. But do we want bright, bright red, though? I almost think this burgundy might be enough. We can try the burgundy first. Yeah. What?
Did you go to Goodwill today?
I did go to Goodwill
That's so
today.
rude.
Well, I was out and about, and there was one in Sunbury, so I stopped in.
Wait.
I really didn't see many vases there, though, so don't go to Sunbury.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Their supply there of, like, non-clothing stuff, and I don't know if maybe they're all this way now, because it's been a while since I've been to one, but the one in town seems like they've got way more non-clothing stuff. This one, there was not much. Yeah, so I didn't like the way the highlights look on the eyes, so I just did all of it in this burgundy color, and I think it turned out all right.
Do you want pizzas for dinner or do you want Mexican?
I don't care. We can go get Mexican.
Mom got her hair done.
Why, are you hungry? It's only 4:30.
Starving.
Oh, really?
We had that soup for lunch at
How was that?
11. It was good.
Yeah?
You just had to mix it. I told you.
Oh, I'm still not done yet. This needs a second coat. Silhouette of the ATST isn't as mechanical and boxy as I would like it. But I just, as far out as it is in this scene, I don't know how to make it more boxy. Also, just right angled stuff is really hard to paint with at least the paint I'm using in the brushes. Do you notice anything different about the yard? Anything beyond that? Okay. I'm sure you'll notice it now that I said something, but I was just curious if you saw it on the land. Do you still not see it? Alright, just a second. Second, guys.
Me trying to lift the blinds through the glass. It's fine. What'd you do? Ow, you're in the straight lines.
Well, I always see straight lines.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You changed your line pattern up.
Yeah.
I see it now. It's hard to see when the sun's straight line.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just look down.
Alright. That was quick.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot out there.
What? Bus.
How's it look?
Looks good. Did you draw those by hand?
Yeah. It's all on video.
I'm impressed. How much was this picture at?
$3.29. It was $70. I want you to see this.
No, it was not.
It was $70 at Kohl's.
Are you kidding me?
That's what's on the sticker. You know, I don't know if they got that. I just painted my keyboard. But yeah, the sticker was still on the back.
Stephen Mitchell. Wow.
I don't know. I'm gonna see if they're on Instagram or if they're online. They don't want to show how I defaced his.
No one actually pays that much at Kohl's though. There's always
No, I
like
know, 'cause they always-
coupons and
yeah.
Kohl's cash.
They always have sales. Like everything is always on sale. They got in trouble for that a while back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like when we were in high school,
Really?
they got in trouble because they were advertising sales, but they weren't really sales. It was just like
Oh, they were.
they always had it priced double and then would say it's 50% off.
Okay, yeah, that's shitty.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think I'm done. What?
I like the tree. How you can like see his leg through like the holes in the tree.
Yeah, it's because the tree is in front of it.
I know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like that you drew him behind the tree.
Yeah, it adds depth. Where are we gonna hang it up?
Or no, your office.
I don't know.
Where are we gonna?
I think
hang it up?
maybe right above the.
Well, if you went to Goodwill with
What
me-
about right above the TV?
Yeah, right above the TV. You coming for Stu and Lou?
Do you think it looks weird that like there's just the two silhouettes and then everything else is like shaded differently?
No.
Would you tell me if you thought so?
Yes. I'm a very honest person.
I thought about doing some lines on him and then I decided against it.
I like that it's just like.
Where would
Because
you?
It looks like he's facing away.
Yeah, I wanted to put Grogu in here somewhere, but I didn't know where.
Lucy would love that.
Because he's cut off at the knees, so you can't put him on the ground. It'll be too small.
Put him in a tree.
I know, I thought about it, but then it wouldn't make sense. Din Djarin wouldn't allow Grogu to be
Put
that.
him on his shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Could have done that. Just a little. Alright. I'm going to close up the stream. I don't think anybody's watching anyways. I know somebody is.
Because of Lucy behind you.
It's kind of Lisa. Oh, yeah, they are. Patrick was in view, but she wasn't until I moved.
You beautiful lady. You're a handsome man.
Alright. Well, if you tuned in, thanks for tuning in. And I said I was going to put Grogu on here, and I never did. And I'm just still not really sure what I would do with him. Chelsea was joking on his shoulder. That could work, but it might be a little too much with it being all silhouette. I don't know. I might just leave it as is. Alright, cheers.